One. What's up, sports freaks, and what's going on? And happy Saturday. You got me, Double R, Ricky Rodriguez, on behalf of All Sports Media team coming to you right now. Got my dude George to the side of me. What's going on, George?
What's going on? Just a little tired, but I'm gonna try to get through this.
Bro, I hear you. And we got GA plus Sensio down there. Got the Brady picture behind him, and we're gonna get into that in just a minute. What's up, G?
Yes,
This is
sir.
Brady.
Oh God, here it
I
comes.
think I have my hat.
Here it comes already.
No, no,
G, we
it's
knew
the
this was
Patriots hat.
coming.
It's the Patriots hat.
We knew this was coming. We
He's
knew
still
it
in
was coming. God damn it. Gentlemen, though, before we get started, everybody, this is Triple B 2.0, episode number 12. We're calling it a Hall of Fame achievement. The reason for that, obviously, they had the big game on Sunday. Huge, big things went down. All the NFL awards came out this week, including the Hall of Fame, and we've been talking about that for months now, and it's pretty cool to see who got in, because a lot of us picked a bunch of the people that are in. We got some Olympic news. We got some hilarious tennis news, believe it or not. You never thought you would hear that in a sentence, right? Hilarious tennis news coming your way. A boxer was on Masked Dancer. We're going to talk about that. Some big MMA news came out today. We're going to cover that. MLS has got some big news. NBA, the Raptors are not going to be Canadian this year. We'll talk about that. Let's see what else. NHL, a big name has left the ice. And we had a 1 versus a 2 in women's basketball for college. So we're going to talk about that. Some huge WNBA news, some massive MBL. Wow. MLB. I told y'all I'm like on all kinds of meds right now because if y'all know, I've been sick the last 3 days. So but we're good. We're all good. We're alive. Things are going cool. MLB, we got a lot of big deals that went down, including Angels and Dodgers. Got some good pickups. They were in Daytona 500s this week. And we got WWE Elimination Chamber on the way, and NXT Takeover is on tomorrow night. So let's get rolling, gentlemen. Let's start off. Unfortunately, I hate starting shows like this, but this guy was a legend. Rest in peace to head coach Marty Schottenheimer. This guy is a legend in the NFL world. People know who he is. His son is a coach, and he has taught so many big name coaches that are in the NFL as of today. So at the age of 77, he was battling Alzheimer's. So condolences to the Schottenheimer family, to the Chargers, to the NFL, and anybody else who was affiliated with this awesome man. He was one of the greats. So speaking of greats, all right, George, go ahead. Go ahead. Go. You know you want to. Just do it. Just do it.
Well, I mean, it's
Let's do it.
Tom Brady. You can't bet against Tom Brady in the big games because he has ways of killing opponents.
Excuse me? Wait. What did you just say? I seem to recall somebody picking the Chiefs last week over the Bucks. I'm just putting it out there.
I mean, yeah. Well, because like I said last week, I'm always gonna pick the underdog, but you gotta respect what Tom Brady does, though. You got to give credit where credit is due.
No, I agree.
Because Tom Brady knows how to win these games. Like he won 7 Super Bowls out of like the 10 appearances. Oh my bad, I said.
You're good. Keep going.
Yeah. Like anyways, I mean, like if you give Tom Brady the ball in the last 2 minutes of the game, and the game is close, chances are he knows how to win games. He knows how to execute certain matchups, and that's what makes him a great legendary quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised if he played the next 2 seasons and probably wins another one on his 11th appearance in the game.
Yeah. Wow, George, you were so nice. I thought you were gonna grill the crap out of me. Like me and Gilbert were waiting for it. I'm kind of disappointed.
Anyway, it's coming, Ricky.
It's coming. Well, you talk all this smack for the last like 4 weeks. Brady, and I'm like grilling and Brady. Wow, it's all right. Anyway,
you're sick, so I'm gonna give you a break,
bro. But in all reality, the dude's the GOAT. I'm sorry, he is a legend. 7th title. They smashed the defending champions, 31-9. Like there's no debating it. Gronk was on fire. Don't even forget about Gronk. That dude was on fire. You know, I mean, I gotta put it out there. It was.
It's not only just Gronk; it's their defense is on fire as well. Because if you really notice that. They were just rushing Mahomes like throughout the whole game.
Yeah,
rushing him,
Yeah.
That's what made them so dangerous and made them have the momentum to like
carry the
just
lead.
win the game and
Yeah.
just move on them.
Absolutely. No, I agree. Before we get into the history that was made this past weekend, Gilbert, how did you feel about the game? How did you feel about Brady and Gronk and just that awesome defense of the new NFL champions, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
Bro, I mean, this is the last time I bet against Brady.
Ricky,
but for real,
the face you just made was like someone kicked you in the gut, bro. You're just like,
no, but for real, like, there was a player that I thought that could win against Brady. I thought it would be Mahomes, but the game wasn't what I expected, and like George mentioned earlier, the defense on the Bucks, man, they came ready to play, and then it just carried on throughout the whole game, and it carried on to a victory, And
sheer dominance, man. I mean, you got to give it to Brady. It's sheer dominance, both sides of the ball. And
exactly.
Then I don't know, Mahomes, like he looked off. I mean, yes, he had the turf toe. I get that, but you're in the freaking big game. He didn't make any excuses. He didn't. He just didn't play a good game. The whole team didn't play a good game. They were all shut down.
I feel like the offensive line wasn't they weren't on their game that day. I felt like Mahomes was running for his life the whole game, and
the sidearm passes he was making.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
it takes a team to win a game, bro, and the team wasn't there.
But
go ahead, George.
But do you know what also played a factor is Reed's daughter, like something happened to him like in a car accident or something.
Son?
So that kind of
it was his son.
It was his son.
It was in a major car accident or something.
Yeah, so like I think that's what got Andy Reid out of focus because he wasn't. You could tell that he wasn't really focus of the game, like focus on the game plan and everything. And I think that played a key role of them losing that game.
A quick side note before we switch gears. I heard this Super Bowl was the lowest ratings of any Super Bowl in NFL history.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which was surprising because you would think the ratings would be high because there's two of the best quarterbacks in the game right now.
Yeah.
And you would think people would tune in, but I guess not.
I bet if it was the Packers, it would have. But it was Brady. I mean, come on.
Those cheese heads are crazy, man.
State Farm would have made bank that day. Mahomes against Rodgers. Anyway, there was also a grip of history, gentlemen. Maybe some stuff that you didn't even catch or people didn't even catch. Like this was the first time that a team won the big game on their home field ever in history of football. We also had
Tampa, Florida.
We gave some love to Sarah Thomas the last couple of weeks. Sarah Thomas, the first ever female referee in the big game. Yes. Also, we now have not one, but two female NFL champion coaches. Let me see if I can do their names. Lori Locust and Maral Javidafar. So shout out to those ladies, man, making the history. That's freaking awesome. We love the ladies on this show. We give much respect, and these ladies absolutely earned it. So
nice.
Much love. And of course, the Bucks. Unlike the Lakers and the Dodgers, the Bucks got to celebrate, and it was so funny because they had a boat parade, and it's kind of like a regular parade, but obviously it's on the water. Gronk obviously had his shirt off because he always takes his shirt off. And he was dancing, and they had it was a good parade. It was a clean, safe parade. One of the Bucks lost their phone in the water.
That's Gronkowski in a nutshell.
Brady was messed up. Brady was messed up. I don't promote alcohol on the show, but he was blasted. And
he deserved all that with all his accomplishments throughout his 21 regular season career.
Yeah, it was funny. It was funny because they kept talking. I just kept bringing up him and Gronk and the fact that there's no snow and that they're not all bundled up and that they're in t-shirt and shorts in this parade. Very first time they're in Florida, and Brady was loving it, but he was so messed up. It was ridiculous. He was so messed up that I think you guys caught this. Oh my God. They threw the Vince Lombardi trophy from one boat to the other. I was like this. I was watching. I was like, oh my god, no, he did not just do that. You know,
Man, that's crazy.
And then one of
crazy.
the what did the guy say? God, I can't remember who caught it. Crate. One, I think it's Crate. He caught it, and he came onto Twitter after, and he's like, oh my god, if I didn't catch it, I was gonna have to like retire now. You know, like, and he's a kid, you know. So I thought it was hilarious. So when he threw it, I'm not gonna lie, I went, oh, what are you doing? You know. So, but it was a clean parade. It was a good parade. The families were there. Not many masks, but that's Florida. Just saying. But they had fun. So shout out to the NFL champions, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Man, who would have thought at the beginning of the year that we'd be saying that, right?
And they had a whole rough season in the beginning, and then for them to still come up on top, man. Absolutely. I guess Brady could get the job done, huh?
Absolutely.
I think unlike the I'll just make this one point. I think like unlike how the Lakers started their season with Davis first time being a Laker, and then Coach Vogel first time being a coach, I think it takes like a while for like a team that could potentially be good to like pick up their chemistry. Absolutely. So like I think with that, like, you know, like they were just trying to get their feet wet to like get to know each other. But and then like as they as they like progressed throughout the season, they really got to know each other, and that's where they made their damages.
Yeah, it just takes time to get the chemistry going, and once they get it, that's it, man. It's on. Yep. All right. So with that said, again, we give shout out to the Bucks, shout out to Gronk, shout out to Brady, shout out to all the people who made history. But let's flip to the other side, to the teams that struggled, minus the Miami Dolphins because they got a draft pick via the trade. We do have the order of the draft. I wasn't going to go through all 30 plus teams, so I got the top 10. Jacksonville, the Jets, Miami at 3 via trade, the Atlanta Falcons, the Cincinnati Bengals, the Philadelphia Eagles, the Detroit Lions, Carolina Panthers, the Denver Broncos, and the Dallas Cowboys. That is your 1 to 10 right there. So
we would have number 10.
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, Lawrence is obviously going to Jacksonville, but you still got Fields. You got, the Alabama quarterback. They got him. They got some good college kids coming out this year. They really do. So
yeah, this year's gonna have a good batch of players coming out.
Yeah, they are. It's gonna be a pretty cool draft. So I can't wait to see that. Maybe some future Hall of Famers up in there, right? Like that guy Tom Brady, who got picked. It was pick number 200 something, and now he's freaking Tom Brady. I mean, that's all I'm gonna say. Let's get into the Hall of Fame.
From Cal.
Yeah, let's give some love to the Hall of Fame. We all gave our picks a couple weeks ago who we thought was gonna go in, and for the most part, we all got it right. So here we go. I can't even read my own writing. That's how out of it I am. Tom Flores, Bill Nunn, Drew Pearson, who was a Cowboy, Alan Faneca got in, Steelers, Charles Woodson, Raider, Packer, John Lynch, thank God, is way overdue if you ask me, Megatron, Calvin Johnson, and the one, the only, should have got 100% going in, Peyton Manning. No surprises. Talk to me, guys. Anybody?
No surprises from me.
What do you think?
We all know like what Peyton Manning could do, and yeah, I mean, no surprises at all. That's all I could say. I mean, well deserved, and yeah.
What do you think?
The big books.
What about you, Gilbert? Any surprises?
Not at all. I mean, well, overall, I'm liking the class that got in this year. I feel like Peyton Manning should have got in there maybe a couple years ago, but finally he's in. So
this was his first year eligibility, though, I think.
Oh, okay. So
Megatron too. It's funny you say that because I said the same thing to my buddy. He's a Lions fan, and I was like, why didn't Megatron get in earlier? And he's like, well, this is Megatron's first eligibility. I'm like, because that's like way overdue if you ask me.
Yeah, I mean, what's the deal with that? How many years does it have to be?
I don't know about football. I know baseball is 5.
I think it's the same with basketball too.
Also. I think it's 5. And it is we think that it's a lot longer than it is. I guess, who knows?
I think basketball might be shorter because I know Kobe got eligible in 2020, right?
Yeah.
If I'm wrong.
Yeah, he did. Mm-hmm.
So I think it might be 4 years in basketball.
Yeah. So I mean, they can. I mean, if someone dies, obviously they can try to work something out. Move it earlier.
Mm-hmm.
But
Right.
for these, they had to waste. Oh my God, I'm done. Wait at least 5 years. We're not gonna make it through the show, guys. All right. So gentlemen, let's shoot from Hall of Famers to future Hall of Famers. If you ask me, we got the end of the year awards. All right. Our first one is Coach of the Year, and that went to Kevin Stefanski of the Cleveland Browns. Well deserved, if you ask me, with all the stuff that he had to deal with the OBJ and Baker, and then them making the playoffs for the first time in X amount of years, and then getting COVID on top of it, not being able to be there. So shout out to Stefanski. Sportsmanship Award went to Teddy Bridgewater, which is kind of crazy because Teddy was a substitute for forever. You think he's kind of bitter about that. But he got the starting job where he was, or not the start. He was in Carolina, I believe it was this year. Something like that.
Teddy Bridgewater?
Where Chicago? Where was
he?
I thought it wasn't he the backup behind Drew Brees?
Is it New Orleans? Okay.
Yeah, it was New Orleans.
Okay, that's why I got you guys. I forget things. I'm old. So Teddy Bridgewater. This next one is no shock to me at all. Comeback Player of the Year is Alex Smith of the Washington Football Team. If you gotta hear his bio, you hear his bio and you're just like, I can't believe this guy's alive. With the knee and then the infection, and then he almost did. He had to get his leg amputated, and he comes back, takes the team to the playoffs. It's an amazing story. The Walter Payton Award, which is pretty much the charity. He gives charity all over. He's an all-around good guy. Russell Wilson, the Seattle Seahawks. No shock there. Defensive Rookie of the Year went to Chase Young of the Washington Football Team, which I think is pretty cool because that guy's a badass. Offensive Rookie of the Year, we talked about this last week. Justin Herbert of the Los Angeles Chargers. Shout out to him. Defensive Player of the Year, no doubt on either one of these next two. Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald of the Los Angeles Rams. And Offensive Player of the Year, dude, he's a monster. And Offensive Player of the Year, my boy, King Henry, Derrick Henry. I mean, can't touch him. Come on.
Those guys are monsters, bro.
I like how you say you can't touch them.
Can't touch them.
You can't touch them.
Can't touch them. And then, gentlemen, MVP was a lock. We all knew who it was going to go to. Who did it go to, George?
Dang, why you got to put me on the spot like that?
Bad
man, Aaron Rodgers. He's a bad man.
I just wanted you to do that. That's why I put you on the spot.
I wish Coach Don was here to hear this.
Oh man. Well, he watches, so he'll see it later. Sorry, Don.
Hey Don, if you're watching, I'm gonna say it again. That bad man, Aaron Rodgers. He's a bad man.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
There you go, Gilbert. You had something to say?
Well, I'm just wondering what's gonna happen with Aaron Rodgers. Is he gonna come back to the Packers or not?
I don't know. There's talks. Lots of talks right now, so
talk.
We'll see what happens. We got a lot of deals, not deals, but potential deals that are possibly brewing right now. Before we get into that, I want to give a shout out. We're talking about being Black History Month. I want to give a shout out. They were talking on ESPN about Kenny Washington, 1946. He was the first African American football player. Not only that, but he broke the color barrier before Jackie Robinson. There's your Jeopardy history question later on, gentlemen. 1946, Kenny Washington. Don't forget it. He paved the way for players like this guy right here, Deshaun Watson. I feel so bad for Deshaun Watson. His team's falling apart. He's a prisoner. He's a prisoner of his own team. They won't trade him. They refuse to trade him, and I don't agree with it. I think if you can get a good package for him, why not trade him, right, Gilbert?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm telling you, these Houston teams, they just don't want to give up their players. The Rockets doing the same thing with Harden.
No.
Now the Texans are doing the same.
Yeah, and it's going to bite him in the butt later on. So it's going to be interesting to see if Watson does go anywhere. I still think he will somehow. I think Houston will break eventually. They let JJ out. JJ Watt is officially a free agent, gentlemen. Did you ever?
He's a free man.
There's rumors that he wants to go he might go side by side with Aaron Donald, which would be just scary.
Oh my God!
That would be huge.
Yeah, he could probably go join his brothers in Pittsburgh. Like the
You
options.
don't want that to happen.
Yeah, I don't want either one of those things. Yeah, and the options are endless, gentlemen. So, but he's a good guy. He deserves to be somewhere where he's happy. When they had Hurricane Harvey, remember I told you guys he helped out the community in so many millions of dollars. He gave millions of dollars to help people in need. So I respect the hell out of JJ Watt. I mean, he can go to the freaking Patriots or the Raiders, and I'll still be a JJ Watt fan. I just respect the hell out of him. So,
wow. Imagine if he does go to either of those teams, Raiders or the Steelers. Oh, man.
If he goes to Steelers, they're going to be in trouble.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So,
good thing they're in the AFC.
Hey, I'm in the AFC. Screw you.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in the AFC.
Hey, my Chargers in the AFC too, man.
There you go. So,
man.
Speaking of the AFC, Patrick Mahomes, we knew he was hurt going into the big game. No excuses. Did his thing. Just it's Tom Brady. Kicked his ass. You know, it just happens. He had successful toe surgery. This is gonna be one of our worst talking episodes ever. Successful toe surgery for that turf toe, and he's expected to make a full recovery. So awesome. Here's some big names that are up on the trading block right now, gentlemen. Carson Wentz, Mariota, Derek Carr, and Sam Darnold, all on the block right now. Those are just some of the names. There's more names out there, but do any of those names surprise you to be on the trade block?
It just seems to me like every year there's always quarterbacks on the list on the trading block.
Yeah.
You know, no. Like you mentioned, those are just a few, but even Dak Prescott's on there too. So
yep,
he's having problems with the Cowboys, and I don't know, man. It's gonna be interesting season this year to see where the pieces fall in place.
Absolutely, I agree.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Yeah, I'm actually not surprised at all because I know that Carson Wentz is going to be dealt with. Mm-hmm. Like, it's a matter of days on when he's going to be dealt to because, like, that organization in Philadelphia, it is just so sour right now.
Oh yeah,
so sour. You paid him a lot of money, and then like things just went haywire from there, and then you got Who's that backup quarterback? Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, Hurts, and he's good.
And he's been balling. Yeah, he's pretty good. So like, I think the Eagles should move on with Jalen Hurts, and then just trade away Carson Wentz. Like, try to find a package for him. But if anything, like
you could too. That's the thing.
I could see Carson Wentz at Chicago, if anything.
Yeah, somebody would.
Yeah. Well, Mitch Trubisky though.
Well,
yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Well, maybe new place. Might help out Trubisky. You never know.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Speaking of that, one guy who's not going to a new place, I think if you ask me, he earned his stripes in the playoffs. Taylor Heineke, the backup for the Washington football team. Remember, Alex Smith went down in the playoffs. Heineke jumped in and killed it. They rewarded him. Go ahead.
I believe he actually played in the XFL too as well.
Yeah, he did. He was on the Battlehawks, the St. Louis Battlehawks, which is returning next year. XFL.
Yes.
Can't wait.
We got to catch a game, bro.
Yeah, hopefully we go to one. Hopefully our team won't suck this year.
Yeah, with all this COVID going on.
Our team sucked last year. So. But there's Heineke got 2 years, $8.75 million, which is pretty good for him.
Much deserved.
Yeah. UCLA product Josh Rosen is with the 49ers now. And much respect shooting out to these two guys right here. Maurice and Mike Pouncey are both retiring. So,
wow.
Yeah, at the same time. Go figure, right? Both of them had Hall of Fame careers, if you ask me, multiple-time Pro Bowlers. So shout out to them. And ladies and gentlemen, get ready. Fingers crossed that this COVID crap is gone because SoFi Stadium, you heard it from me, SoFi Stadium is set to host the big game next year.
Nice.
Save that money.
Yeah.
And then WrestleMania is coming the following year. Just saying.
Yes.
Wow.
So big things
hopefully
happening.
We'll get two good teams playing next year.
Yes. Big things coming, gentlemen. Big things, including the Olympics. Olympics are coming this summer. I got the date, opening ceremony. It is official. We've been week after week. Will we have the Olympics? Are we having the Olympics? What's going on? July 23rd, my sister's birthday. July 23rd on NBC, 4 a.m. because it's in Tokyo. So if you're a diehard, you want to get up and watch it live, 4 a.m. Pacific time. If not, just DVR. Just DVR the ceremony.
I was just about to say DVR.
DVR
that works,
right? But if you're following like the basketball team and stuff like we're going to be doing, if you want to watch live, they're going to be at 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 2 a.m. games. So just be ready for that. So I'm ready. I'm ready for basketball. Softball's coming back. I'm excited. I always love watching Michael Phelps and Lochte do their thing in swimming. We got the America's Princess, Simone Biles. You know, she's ready to kill it for gymnastics. Like, I'm excited. I really am. I love watching the games. So, and it's just a pride thing. And I was so bummed when it was going to go down.
I remember back in 08, I used to do that, man. Just stay up to watch the basketball games.
It's fun though.
That's crazy.
I did that with the World Baseball Classic like all the time. So yeah, but for the people that are diehards that don't want to get up that early, they might get pretty pissed off. The fact that they have to get up at 4 a.m. Speaking of pissed off, you guys are gonna die. We don't do tennis that much, but I could not pass up this story. Denis Shapovalov was in a big match. I'm not exactly sure where it was. I want to say it was Australia. Don't quote me on that. But he got really pissed off because he couldn't go piss. The judges, the referee, I think it's called a judge, denied him the restroom break in the middle of the matches. And tennis matches can go up to 5 hours, you know? So, and he goes, well, what do you want me to do? I'm going to piss my pants. Fine, forget it. I'll just piss in that bottle over there. You can find me. I don't even care. You know, and he like got all, literally, no pun intended, pissed off. And it was really funny. They didn't even let him go. Like, I guess the rule is you get 2 bathroom breaks per match in between rounds. 5 hours, bro. Tennis is no joke, bro. Like, I remember
tennis is brutal.
I remember watching the Osaka versus Williams match, and it was long, but it was good. The match was really good.
Yeah.
But I just thought it was really funny. He's like, I'm gonna piss my pants, bro. I don't even care. I'll do it right now. You know. So, note to self: if you play tennis, go pee before you start. Got that?
Not even that. Don't drink a lot of fluids because that's what's allowing you to like to piss piss and everything. So like, come on now.
Yeah.
But they should have a right to piss because that's just
they gotta stop
hygiene.
They can at least
like 5 hours, like really? Come on.
They can even have like a little like portable like in the back, you know, like just in the tunnel or something, you know. You're telling me you can't go to a commercial break? Give me a break.
Why can't the players do what Paul Pierce did when they played against the Lakers in the finals, like in 2008? He faked an injury because he needed to use the bathroom. You needed to take number 2, and then like as soon as he felt better, then that's when he went underneath the tunnel and started going crazy against the Lakers. So
actually, I can answer that.
That would be so dope.
I can answer that because tennis is 1-on-1.
It is. Oh, yeah, that's true. It's not 1-on-1. It's not 5-on-5.
Yeah. So, but I thought it was funny.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I thought it was a funny story. I couldn't help but laugh at it.
Yeah, I think it's a funny story, but at the same time, if I need to pee, like I don't give a damn what happens. I'm going to the bathroom. I'm running to the nearest bathroom I see and taking myself a piss because I am not playing a game like with
especially tennis where you're bending and moving all the time and bouncing.
That's what I'm saying. And then like it's so uncomfortable, like, you know, just having that comfort, you know, like I'm not gonna try to do that. I don't care if I get fined or anything. Like I really need to pee. If I need to pee, like I'm gonna go to the nearest bathroom or go stay at a corner and like just handle my business.
Yeah, seriously, no joke, no freaking joke. It's pretty funny.
If they have a problem with me, I'll just cuss them out. Like literally, that's what I would.
All right, just find me. I'm gonna pee right here. Just deal with it. I'll pee right here on the court. I don't even care. You can pay for my bail later. You know.
For real.
So he was pretty mad, and you know what? People were also pretty mad and sad this week in the boxing world. Hell, in the world in general. We lost another boxing legend, Leon Spinks. If you've ever seen the world famous picture where Ali got knocked out by Leon Spinks and he's standing over Ali. It's a very famous picture. That's what he's known for. He's known for KOing the greatest of all time. So condolences to the Spinks family, to the boxing organization, to sports world in general. This guy another legend. We've lost Schottenheimer, now we've lost Leon Spinks. Two huge names going down. I want one show, gentlemen, just one show where I don't have to do this. But
Man, you both.
so is life, man.
Me 3.
So it is what it is. One legend leaves us, and one legend was dressed like a zebra.
What?
There's your faces. I was waiting for it. Okay, Mass Dancer fans, if you're listening now and you haven't seen this week's episode, tune out. 3, 2, 1. Okay, spoiler alert. Oscar De La Hoya was the zebra on Masked Dancer. Made it all the way to the semifinals and got eliminated this week.
The Golden Boy?
The Golden Boy, exactly.
Wow.
You could tell it was either him or Mayweather because they were kind of short, but they had the boxing legs and the boxing moves. Every time he danced, he'd do something like this. And I kept telling my mom, I'm like, that's a boxer. I thought it was either Mayweather or De La Hoya because they kept showing gold and they kept showing money. So I'm like, okay, it could be Money Mayweather, but and then it ended up being Oscar De La Hoya. So spoiler alert, Oscar De La Hoya was on Masked Dancer. Go figure, right? That's pretty cool. But I love De La Hoya, but I'm also not very happy with him because of him. God, what match did he cancel? Oh, he canceled the Garcia Pacquiao fight for Golden Boy Productions, which I'm very bummed about. That fight is not happening. And another fight that's not happening, which really pisses me off, is the Logan Paul Floyd Mayweather match. Because we all want to see Logan Paul get laid the
Man.
Ah!
And that's Ricky's rants.
Oh, there's more coming. There's more coming. So, but I really wanted to see that fight. It's probably still going to happen, but it's on a major delay right now. So, but we all want to see that fight. So, another fight you guys might want to see. Check this. Okay, so UFC 2. Oh, that's not this week. UFC 260 is next month, I believe it is, because 259 is this weekend. It's the main event is going to be, I believe it's the heavyweight championship. Stipe Miocic, who's a freaking monster, against Francis Ngannou, who looks like freaking Godzilla. I think it's for the world title. Don't get me wrong, I think it's for the heavyweight title. But who's waiting in the wings? Who did Dana White put in the wings to face the winner of that? A guy by the name of John Bones Jones. He really needs a new nickname because he gained a lot of weight. That match, no matter who he faces, it's gonna be an awesome match. It's gonna be a moneymaker, dude. Like honestly, Bones Jones is ridiculous. And Stipe's fight is a feisty fighter. Sorry. Stipe is a feisty fighter. Like I said, and God is a monster. So regardless of what matchup you get, it's gonna be sick. Another thing Dana White is talking about possibly doing, and Khabib is on board for this, is to give Dustin Poirier the lightweight title. Because, Khabib has it, and he's retired. Because Khabib has the BMF title, I think, and he has the lightweight title. But he's not lightweight anymore, so they need to either vacate it or give it to somebody else. And I think they're going to give it to Dustin Poirier. So, see if that happens. But regardless of what happens, I think UFC 260 is going to kick ass. Just simply put.
Okay.
Speaking of kicking, gentlemen, again, something that was up in the air. We didn't know if it was going to happen. The MLS is going to have a season. We talked about this last week. They've pushed back the start time. It was supposed to be April 1st, I think. It was supposed to be opening day. They pushed it back. Yeah, exactly. It's funny you say that because they moved it to April 17th. So now your opening day will be April 17th, and the finals are set for around December 3rd, give or take.
Ricky, are they gonna have a small fan base? Like not fan base, but are they gonna have a small audience?
Depends on the city. I know right now LA is not allowing anybody. So Galaxy, FC, no one's gonna be able to go to the games.
I think the whole state of California is not doing it.
Yeah,
because
you think we're bad, bro? You should see Northern California. It's worse up there.
No, Northern California is horrible.
Stanford still is yet to go back to their stadium. I think it'll go back February 13th. So tomorrow.
Honestly,
after a 9-week road trip. Go ahead.
No, after all this, I'm surprised the Warriors are playing in their arena in San Francisco.
Yeah, well, they probably just barely went back.
Yeah.
Did they just go back, or have they been playing there?
I don't know. They've been playing there since the season started.
They've been playing there, but the thing is, they haven't been having fans in the arena.
Of course.
So they've just been playing there.
Well, NorCal, they're not letting anybody. So
They wanted to have fans in there, but they the state banned them from having fans.
No, they're really picky over there right now.
They need the money. That's a new stadium there.
Yeah. Oh, they're gonna have fans. But my thing is, I think anybody can open right now. Open at 10%, 20%. You know, you have a 40, like Angel Stadium, we have a 45,000 seater. 20,000 people, 10,000 people. You know, separated in the bottom rung. You know, that's all you got to do.
I'm pretty sure they could bring a little bit of Staples Center too.
It wouldn't be that hard. Like they could definitely do it, but it's just a matter of does your governor want you to do it? Does Congress want you to do it for certain areas, whatever? And will the league allow you to do it? You know, like baseball's been having issues. So
many factors.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, definitely.
Families, the players, do they want to do it? Do they not?
Right.
You know,
politics, bro. It's all politics.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll see, and it affects people like me who actually work at the damn stadium. So
exactly.
Yeah.
Anyways, so we'll see what happens with that. Also, let's see what else is going down. I didn't get much college basketball this week, not for the men at least. For the men, I honestly really didn't. There wasn't nothing that really stood out this week. No big upsets, nothing like that. I got the ranks, and I don't think anybody moved, so this is kind of dumb to do, but we're gonna give you the ranks anyway. 5-1, Villanova, Ohio State, Michigan, Baylor, Gonzaga. Just like last week. Nothing new.
Bro, I'm just ready. I'm just ready for March.
March Madness, a couple weeks, baby.
I'm ready for March Madness too.
We're getting there.
March Madness will really tell the story.
Couple weeks, 2 weeks, something like that. We're in. 2 weeks.
We're getting there, bro.
First week of March, I believe it is. Yeah. Okay, so speaking of the men, we're talking men hoopers. Let's jump to the NBA. First off, I know y'all are gonna have other stories, so I'll throw these out, and then y'all got something y'all can jump in. The Raptors are staying in Tampa for all of 2021. Which, if there's anywhere to be this year in sports, apparently it's Tampa. Lightning won the Stanley Cup. The Rays went to the freaking World Series. The Bucks just won the Big One. Why not stay in Tampa, right?
I mean, even if you're just in the state Florida, I believe you're having good luck because even the Heat made it to the finals last year.
That's true. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on.
And it was in Florida. The bubbles in the.
That's right. Bubbles in Orlando.
Exactly. So. Florida, man. Something about Florida.
It's crazy.
Who knows? Maybe the Toronto Raptors might come out of nowhere and make the finals.
Tampa Raptors. That just sounds weird.
That sounds weird.
That
really does sound weird, though.
Yeah. Well, same thing with the Buffalo Blue Jays last year in baseball. So I don't know. Canada's more picky than us. So we'll see what's going to happen with that. And speaking of buildings opening, we were just talking about buildings. Should they open? Should they not? New York and New Jersey are opening up at 10% capacity, which is what I just said. Why can't we do that? Why can't, Nevada do that? Arizona, places. Arizona is open, actually. There was a Duck game there. My friend went to it the other day. But why can't we open? It won't be that hard. 10% of 100,000 seater for football, only 10,000 seats. It's nothing. It's nothing. They're making it. Sorry.
But I think ahead,
George.
With that, I think because LA did have a lot of cases. About a couple of months ago, cases raised up, and that's how how you guys were hearing about all these curfews and then all these places closing, and then right now they're allowing outside seating here in the LA County.
Yeah, finally.
So that's a good start. So finally, because it's really not much to do in LA unless you go hiking, go out, and whatever the case may be. But I think with that, hopefully LA could open up slowly but surely.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm hoping for too.
It's gonna be interesting, man. I mean, and you got to get these big corporations open again. New York, Chicago, LA, Texas is already open, places like that.
That's what's screwing up Yeah, exactly, and that's what's screwing up the economy as a whole because it's like no, not a lot of businesses are open, and it's like they're losing money from left to right as the days go by. So it's
Yeah.
like it's just tough right now for like especially owners that work their hard money just to bring their business up to where it is, and it's like now like it's back to square one
Mhm.
for a lot of businesses here in California.
Absolutely. Absolutely. 1000%. Speaking of New York, Derek Rose. Damn it, I'm out of here.
Bruce.
Derrick Rose.
It's kicking
Derek
in.
Ruse.
Derek Rose. Well, he is a ruse whenever he's doing stuff because he's a walking injury. Derek Rose is now a member of the New York Knicks.
He went back to New York.
Exactly. The cool part, though, is that he's with his former Chicago Bulls coach, Tom Thibodeau. Do you think that will help D Rose? What do you think, Gilbert?
Yeah, man. Tom Thibodeau was actually the one that went out there and decided to make the trade for him. So I was surprised when I heard about the trade because one, I like it, and two, the Clippers don't get him. So
True.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So I like the move because I feel like he's gonna fit perfect with the Knicks, former coach. So I think he's gonna work out well for him.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Another guy who made a big return. Shout out to this guy. He's been through hell and back this year. I think he's been further than hell. Karl Anthony Towns.
Oh man.
He just returned from COVID, and he said, and I quote, "It wasn't easy. It was really bad." Maybe it's the fact that he was so emotional when he got it because of all the people that have got it in his family and what's gone on with his family. The fact
it led to like people passing away too.
Absolutely, absolutely.
His beloved mother passed away. That's just sad.
Man.
Yeah,
I don't know how I could continue my career after that.
It's nuts. We just lost over here in Santa Fe Springs. We lost one of our high school coaches to COVID, and he wasn't even that old. So it doesn't care. It's like cancer, bro. It doesn't care. It doesn't care how old you are. It doesn't care if you're rich or poor. It doesn't care.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad that he's back. I'm glad that he's doing as good as he is, and I keep praying for him every day because like you said, I can't even fathom to go through what he went through, and is still going through, and will go through the rest of his life, because of the PTSD that'll come with it and the mental aspect. People forget about that.
Yeah.
Family member die or even get sick. It's like, well, could I be next? Can my kids be next? What's gonna happen? And the mental game just beats you up. And PTSD is not just with soldiers. It's with a lot of common people. Police officers. EMTs. Imagine what they see.
And the craziest part, people don't even think about it like that.
Absolutely, and it's sad.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's not sad. Actually, it's amazing, and this guy's killing it, and we all knew he would. That's Gilbert's boy, LaMelo Ball, making it look straight, easy every game he plays against Houston this week. 24 points with 7 threes. Talk to me about your boy, Gilbert.
Bro, he's been holding it down. He's been holding it down, scoring 20 points mostly like every game now. I knew once he made the switch to the NBA, he was gonna play like it was nothing, bro. And I believe him playing in Lithuania, that helped him out.
Yeah, you were saying that.
Yeah.
You were saying that. What do you think, George?
No, I think he's been balling and
no pun intended, ball. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean he's been balling, and he's been like, I don't know, he's been unbelievable because like you said, like he played in Lithuania where he has to like really know how to play a good game of basketball, and he's box office, and he's gonna be the face of the NBA probably in the next 2 or 3 years, and if he could like get his 3-point percentage up, oh boy, he's gonna be so unstoppable to guard.
Oh yeah,
he could like beat you in so many different ways. He could break you down, like, and he has like that great court vision. And I think like if I heard correctly, isn't he like one of the first the youngest guys to ever like notch a triple double or something like that?
Yeah.
Like I heard something about that.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm gonna say this, and you guys mark my words. that he's gonna be the rookie of the year this
no doubt.
season.
Stamp it right now.
He is running. He's running away with the rookie of the year. I don't see anybody catching him. I really don't.
I agree.
Speaking
No
about that,
disrespect to the other rookies, but I think LaMelo Ball stands up the most to me.
he just played Anthony Edwards the other night,
Ooh, how was that?
and they went back at it, talking smack to each other, play after play, and they actually they both had good plays down the floor. So, but they were talking trash to each other.
That makes
so.
it fun. I love trash talking, but I was a catcher, so
That makes it so. Yeah, that's exactly. That's part of sports. Part of sports is trash talking. Like that, what it does is about getting you out your game. If you could get people out your game, then you're doing your job. So like trash talking, like if someone trash talks me, like that just builds me. That just drives me to be better. And
Absolutely.
you know what? People hate on me, and it's like, you know what? Okay. Like look how Tom Brady turned out. Like he had like a lot of tough critics, and that's what made him better. And he comes up with a clutch. Yeah, he comes up with a clutch like people like Ricky hating on him, saying that like he's not the GOAT. Like he's not the greatest quarterback and everything.
I'm proud of you, George.
People like
that
Ricky,
in like that. That was good. That was
I
good.
told you I was gonna get
That's
you, bro.
I
told you.
That was good. That was good.
Yeah, it was just a matter of time. It was just a matter of time.
I deserve that. But you know what? We're talking players who came out of nowhere. I mean, Brady was a baseball player. He was a football player and a baseball player, and he got drafted like 200 something. Like people didn't even know who this kid was, and look at what he's done. Caruso,
like 2001 or 2000.
Bro, I don't remember. Caruso.
Yeah.
Our dude Caruso is in the top 10 on All-Star voting right now. You know I don't agree with the All-Star game this year. We made that very apparent that I do not agree with the All-Star game this year and that I don't think it should happen. But the fact that Cruz is freaking at 10 right now, I think that's awesome. I think he's earned it. He probably should be higher.
Yeah, I think he should be higher because of what he does. He's an effective of so many different ways. He could play defense, he could deflect passes. Like he's always hustling for loose balls and stuff. Like Caruso, he plays winning basketball, and that's what I like about him. Like, yes, he's not gonna give you those big numbers, but he does like so many different things for you. Like he hustles for balls, like he keeps the possession alive for a guards, and that's what I like about Caruso. And I think like he does deserve to be in playoff. I'm not playoff, but all-star contention if he could get enough votes to like jump in. But other than that, like you said, Ricky, I don't even know if they should have an all-star game. To me, it's just not going to be like one of those all-star games that people would like to enjoy only because there's no fans and it's just going to be different and weird.
Well, yeah, and it's all the traveling again. It's going to be dangerous. Like you're there for so long and all these extra people. And it's just like, it's not worth it, They could do like we said, like last week we said the NFL did, either the video game or even not even the video game. Here's your jersey. Here's your family's jerseys. Here's your recognition. We'll put it on the website. We're going to put it all over the place. Congratulations. You're going to be in the history books, but we're not playing the game. It's that simple. They should.
I think they should do. I think they should do what you just said, Ricky. Give them the jerseys, but maybe continue on with the season and let them wear the jerseys in one of their games or something. You know what I mean?
That's interesting.
And
then like a star or something on their jersey to say that they're an all-star. That could work. Something like that to get that recognition. Okay, I didn't even think of that. That's kind of
something like that, and then just carry on with the season.
Yeah, they do need their days off though. They were supposed to get 5 days off. That's why LeBron was.
Yeah, give them 5 days off, and then once they come back, let them.
Yeah,
let them rock the jerseys.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think they should just drop All-Star game altogether because it's not going to be like it's not going to be an entertaining year if they try to like make this work because you already have no fans and like I don't know like it's just not right to like have an All-Star game if there's not going to be a lot of celebrities that you see on TV.
And you already got players who are saying they don't want to go, like LeBron. He said I'll be there only physically.
I don't blame him.
I don't blame him either.
I don't blame him.
Family to take care of.
And then like he's up in age too. Like he's going into his 18th, like he's in his 18th season right now. So
Mhm.
like, why would he want to like expand all his energy like on something like that if he could just conserve his energy? And then not to mention coming back, winning the championship in the finals, waiting 71 days for
Yeah.
them to like get back on the court again. Like
Mhm.
that just takes a toll. Like not that no, I'm saying it's not that I'm saying that LeBron James is gonna be tired. I mean, like he is gonna slow down eventually, but like they all say, father time is undefeated
Mhm.
and you can't be father time.
Absolutely. Speaking of time, we're running a little low. So let's shoot. I got one more basketball story, and just for you, George, it's going to be a Ricky's rant, big time. All right, Mark Cuban, what the
There
blue
we go.
freaking hell are you thinking going out and telling people on your Instagram, on your Twitter, on this crap, we're not going to do the national anthem at our home games? What gives you the right to go against NBA policy and freaking constitutional policy and not play the anthem for all these men and women that are freaking out there dying daily for your ass to have all the money that you have to take care of people that are playing a freaking basketball game? Okay, you guys know I'm okay with people kneeling. That is their constitutional right to do that. If they wish to kneel or they wish to do a fist or they wish to not put a hand over their heart, fine. That's fine, but at least be out there for the national anthem. At least play the damn anthem. Don't give me the shit that you're not going to play the freaking national anthem in an American freaking arena. What the are they thinking, Gilbert? Go. And that is brought to you by Ricky's Rant of the Night. Go ahead, George. Tell him.
Ricky, I have no words. I mean, I don't even want to make you go on another rant because I don't even know what to say.
No, and it's
So
honestly.
if I say something,
No, you're good. Go ahead. Go ahead.
no, so I definitely go ahead, Ricky. Go ahead. I'm just
No, but
I don't know what's
okay. No,
I'm
I
speechless
get.
because as American go ahead,
Yeah.
go ahead,
No,
Ricky.
no. I see where you're going. Go ahead. I see Mark Cuban.
No, just as an American, dude, you get like.
Yeah, you get heated. You get mad. I'm mad. I'm pissed. I have family that was in the military. I have friends that have died in military. Stuff like that. And lots of us have. And when you've been I wrote this on my Instagram today because it was the anniversary of when I got the flag from the U.S. Army for my grandfather at his funeral. And when you're handed that flag, that triangle United States American flag from a soldier, there's no feeling like that. It's like instant numbness. Like it's just something if you haven't experienced it, you don't know. And that's why when I hear he's not playing the anthem, that's bullshit. And I get where he's coming from. I get what he's trying to do. He's trying to back his players. I get it. I do, George. I really do. He's backing his players that don't want to be there for the anthem, that don't want to deal with it, that are going through the social injustice. You know what? There's a lot of social injustice out there. I totally 1,000,000% agree with it. But you have to play the national fucking anthem. George, I'm not going to throw you under the bus here. You're an African American man. Talk to me about this. Like, from what do you get what Cuban's trying to do, but do you agree with it?
Yeah. I mean, like I get what he's trying to do because he's trying to like push like the emphasis of racial injustice, like you said. Because like for us African Americans, there's been times where we couldn't even play the sport, like the sport that's predominantly like a black sport. Like for example, like baseball, like Jackie Robinson paved the way of us black people playing like the game of baseball because because at one point we can't even play baseball and we can let alone playing football too because like black people are not allowed to be quarterbacks like not
and
to
now
be
we have like
there.
12 like, amazing African American quarterbacks
exactly
the years,
and then like not only that like and then like we play better because we're so athletic like we're not one of those like Aaron Rodgers or Peyton Manning, like those athletic quarterbacks. No disrespect to them because they're great quarterbacks, but black people are just as great only because they're more athletic and they could do so many different things. So yeah, at that regard, I do agree I do agree with what Mark Cuban's trying to do. Like he's trying to like push the envelope, but like you said, like they should like you're right, Ricky. They should play the national anthem because we have family that fight for us every single day, put their lives on the line, and we should like appreciate that. So I do understand where you're coming from, Ricky. Like I kind of don't agree with it either. It's just that like I don't feel like he should be the one to push this envelope. I think somebody else should be the one that pushes this envelope in this type of situation.
No, I totally agree with you, and I see where you're coming from, but he's using the fact that he has the power that he does. It's his arena, it's his team, it's his choice. But Adam Silver's like, you got a policy to follow, bud. Like we play the anthem at the beginning of our games. You don't want to come out? Fine.
Yeah, and that's what.
Don't come out. Do it the was it the Steelers?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
You know?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Ricky. Like
Speaking about
that's what I'm saying, Ricky. Like I said, like he shouldn't be that person to like push the envelope because like yeah, like you said, like Adam Silver like made and enacted the rules of NBA players and general managers and owners that should follow. Like he shouldn't be the one that tries to break the spectacle. But like if anything, like he should have like talked to Adam Silver behind closed doors saying like, hey, like I don't think we should do this and do that. And they should have had like a brief conversation about this behind closed doors. And I think that's what should have happened instead of him like bringing it to the public. Yeah.
With Zoom these days, it'd be so easy to do it too. So
I understand how upset you are right now about that.
So, it just anything that goes against the anthem really pisses me off. You know, we talked about last week. I didn't like the fact that people modify the anthem. You know, it just drives me nuts. So, anywho, gentlemen, let's put that on ice and let's jump on the ice right now. We've got a couple little hockey stories. Unfortunately, we got another death. Rest in peace to Ralph Backstrom, age 83. He won 6 Stanley Cup titles with the Montreal Canadiens, who were like a beast of the NHL for a million years. So condolences to the Backstrom family, to the Montreal Canadiens, to the National Hockey League. May he rest in peace. We got one guy leaving via death, and we got another guy leaving via retirement. And this guy was pretty dope. This guy made all-star teams. He's been on playoff teams. He was on an expansion team and took him to the playoffs like the first couple of years. I'm talking about Mika Koivu. And he has a freaking twin brother, too, who was on the Ducks. Mika Koivu retires. Mika Koivu, 16 seasons. That's a long time in hockey. 16 seasons, played for the Columbus Blue Jackets. Yeah, played for the Columbus Blue Jackets. And then that expansion team I was talking about that he took the playoffs was the Minnesota Wild. So, yeah. And honestly, you want to talk Wild, gentlemen? Women's basketball, college basketball. Let's talk some NCAA ladies. We had 8 upset. Yeah, we had an upset. We had a super cool matchup, and we got some changes in the rankings. Thank God. All right, our upset: unranked North Carolina Lady Tar Heels defeated the number 4 ranked North Carolina State. I believe they're the Wolfpack. So North Carolina State's been moving all over the rankings. So, surprise, not surprised on that one. You know, North Carolina ladies, they're not really known for kicking as much ass as the men, you know, but they come out and they beat North Carolina.
Like honestly, Ricky, that's the beauty of watching women play basketball because you don't know like who's gonna come up. Like, yes, you have an idea, but there's more upsets only because like women, they play more of a fundamental type of basketball. They're not as flashy as like the men are because like you already know like what the men are about. You already know like their body of work.
Yeah.
It's just that like women, like they just kind of like play like somewhat of a different style of basketball, which is so fundamental. And that's what makes it so fun for us to watch and play. Like the Deja Vus of the world or the Black Italians of the world or even like the Miss Tatted Buckets of the world because they're good. It's just that they just play somewhat of a different way. Like they don't play the style of a man dominant sport where it's like you see like a highlight probably every 1 or 2 possessions and stuff. So I think that's the beauty of watching women's sports. And like we stressed before, women empowerment because women are just as important as the men are when it comes to like sports like that we have today.
Damn right. Speaking of important women, We had a number 2 versus the number 1 this week, which I was praying it didn't get postponed, and it didn't. Number 2, UConn defeated number 1 South Carolina, which messed up the rankings.
Nice.
Which is cool. I always pull UConn. Coach Gino's a legend. And then South Carolina's been balling this whole freaking year. Gilbert, talk to me about that one.
Bro, as soon as you said the rankings kind of switched up, I kind of got excited. But
Finally,
man, I'm a fan of UConn. And they came on top. So hopefully they could stay in the mix throughout the
couple weeks.
March Madness.
Couple weeks.
Hey, speaking of UConn, like I just want to throw this out there. The reason why I would love to like watch some women UConn basketball is because of Diana Taurasi and Sue Bird.
Go on.
They both play for UConn, and that's what kind of got my attention of, hey, like we should watch some women UConn basketball. Mm-hmm. So I just wanted to throw that out there.
I can't wait for March Madness. Ladies are more exciting than the men. I'm sorry, it's the truth. Ranks, gentlemen. Things have changed. Things have changed. Top 5. Stanford.
I like both of them for different reasons.
Stanford, North Carolina State stays at the 4. Louisville's in the 3. UConn hops all the way up to the 2. And South Carolina is still in the 1, even though they lost. Here we go again. But they're really close. So I could see them flip-flopping in the next couple weeks. We'll see what happens. So we're giving the ladies love, gentlemen. Let's jump into the WNBA. There was a lot that went down in the WNBA. I'm gonna try to get it done in 10 minutes, but I doubt that's gonna happen. First off, we got 2 retirees. George might know them better than me. Crystal Langhorne and Renee Montgomery. Those 2 have retired, so shout out to them and having an awesome career. A huge name, one of my favorites, Brittany Griner is coming back. She left because of mental instabilities, and she needed a mental break, and she took a full season, right, George? Something like that. I think she took almost a full season break.
Probably a full season, yeah.
I think it was a full season. Mm-hmm.
Probably a full season.
She'll be back in Phoenix. But bro, you got Brittany Griner and Taurasi together again. That's like a Gronk Brady right there.
Yeah.
Oh my
God. That's a 1-2 punch right there.
Yeah.
That's a 1-2 punch right there. Like you're talking about a 6'9" center.
Oh, she's a monster, dude.
Playing with she's a monster. I don't think nobody could stop her. So like,
all I want to say is I hope
always a good team, but those 2 players on the roster. Go ahead.
We're losing Georgie's face.
All I want to say is I hope COVID is gone by next year, because I'm trying to catch a WNBA game and some XFL games.
We'll take a group. We'll take our group. We'll take the All Sports Media team and just.
Who
knows by then? Who knows? By then, maybe one of our ladies will be playing for the Sparks. Just saying. I'm just throwing that out there.
Ooh,
that would be dope.
Players that interviewed in the past.
That would be dope.
Never know. All right,
kids. My girl Kaylin.
Kaylin or Deja or even KK or any of them. All the ladies.
Chatted Buckets.
Chatted. Deja Baby V, who we talked to earlier today. You never know. It's going to be crazy. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's so many names out there. Speaking of huge names, Tina Charles. You talk WNBA, you got to talk about Tina Charles. Tina Charles is going back to the Washington Mystics. Candace Dupree is going to the Seattle Storm. The Dallas Wings extended Kayla Thornton. The Vegas Aces got Rakina Williams. And then the New York Liberty and the Seattle Storm had a big trade. Let's see, what did I put here? The Liberty traded their first-round pick to the Seattle Storm for Natasha Howard, another big name. But then the Storm flipped that and traded that pick that they got from the Liberty. They trade that to the Dallas Wings for Katie Lou Samuelson. So I think they were planning this all along. You get this, you can get Katie.
Man, with all this,
Go ahead, George. Go ahead.
No, I'm just gonna say, with all these trades happening, you might as well give the Storm like the championship right now, because
man.
Bro, like
the words right now, George.
I don't know. We'll see. Diana's back. Brittany's back. I mean, Candace went to Chicago. Things are gonna be different.
I mean,
took the words right out of my mouth, George.
Seattle's gonna be like the favorite.
And they're
No
supposed to
disrespect to the
re-sign
other
Stu
teams,
Bird
but
too
like
soon.
I'm just
Exactly.
that's what I'm saying. So like I think with all that, like I think the Storm could possibly repeat, but I don't know. Like I love my Sparks though, I really do.
Right. It's
But
funny
the
you
thing
mentioned the
is,
Sparks.
I just don't see them. I just
Go ahead,
don't.
Ricky.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
We'll
It'll
see.
be an interesting upcoming season for the WNBA.
It's funny you mentioned the Sparks, and still hurts to not have Candace. Candace was my girl. I love Candace, but good luck in Chicago. The Sparks signed Brittany Sykes, and they bring in a big in Amanda Zahui B. So we got a big.
Who she play for?
That's a good question. I do
So,
not know. I'm not going to
rebuilding
say that I
season,
do.
George.
I'd be lying. I'd be lying if I said I knew. But the fact that she's a
It's a
big,
rebuilding season.
we need a big. So we'll take it. We haven't had a big since Lisa Leslie, So
All right, that's true. They're
Take it.
rebuilding.
One of the greats.
we'll take it. Major moves are coming, gentlemen. Huge
Paved the
moves
way.
going on in the WNBA, and huge moves went on in baseball this week. Let's get into some baseball, gents. We got 3 sports to do in about 30 minutes. I don't think it's going to happen, but I'm going to try. First off, this one hurts. Okay, we've done a lot of RIPs. This RIP hurts, especially for me and Gilbert, who are in the radio industry. We lost one of our own, Pedro Gomez. I believe he was ESPN. Pedro Gomez at the age of 58, and they don't even know why. They don't even know what had happened. Died at the age of 58 unexpectedly in his sleep. He was mostly known, he's done playoff games, obviously, but he was mostly known for covering Barry Bonds. And he never would throw Barry under the bus. He would mention, so-and-so's coming after him, stating this and this and this, but then he would either back Barry or stay neutral. And I respected the hell out of him for that. And I respect the hell out of him as a journalist, as an analyst, as a man in general. So rest in peace to one of our own, Pedro Gomez, at the age of 58. Condolences to his family, condolences to the ESPN family, to the baseball world, to the broadcasting world. We lost a good one I've said that twice now. We lost a good one again, guys. So that one hurt. When I saw that, I was in shock. All right. But what else shocked me? Well, last week we talked about how pissed I was about this. Angels did not sign Ohtani. What the? Not really, kind of. What the hell took them so long to sign Shohei Ohtani? It's been two weeks, I think it's been, since we last talked about it. Angels finally can agree with Shohei Ohtani. He's a two-way player. He throws 100 miles an hour. He hits freaking 400-foot home runs. Why didn't we just give him the check that he deserved? But they couldn't agree at arbitration. They couldn't agree on a deal. He was almost a free agent. Thank God it didn't happen. Angels re-signed Shohei Ohtani, 2 years, $8.5 million. I think that's more than well-deserved for him. What do you think, Gilbert? You're an Angel fan?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely, man. But, man, I was definitely expecting him getting a longer deal, but I mean, I'll take it because we could use
but he's coming off
everything that we could get right now. And
yeah, but he's coming off a rookie contract, so that's why that's how they do them. Mm-hmm. Speaking of rookie contracts, going into bigger contracts, the Dodgers brought back Bueller. No, nothing, guys, nothing. All right, cool. Anyway, Bueller's coming back to the Dodgers. 2 years. I'm showing my age. I'm sorry. The Dodgers signed Walker Buehler, 2 years, $8 million, which I think is a bargain for the Dodgers to keep Buehler in that amazing rotation that they have now with Trevor freaking Bauer in there as well. That's just scary. Bauer, Buehler, and freaking
don't mention
Ursoff
it, Ricky.
in a row.
It's gonna be a long year.
In a row. That's not even mentioning David Price.
It's gonna be a long year, Ricky.
Yeah, it hurts.
That's like the three-headed monsters that on the Dodgers.
It's scary, bro.
Let's move on.
Yeah. We are moving on. We're going to move on. Another Dodger, Jake McGee, left-handed middle relief pitcher, is actually heading to the rival Giants. 1 year, $7 million. There's only been a few Dodgers to do that. So he's heading over there. Justin Turner is still a free agent. Let's see what happens with that. Other big names that signed, my Puerto Rican brother, Yadier Molina, is staying in St. Louis, 1 year, $9 million. He'll probably retire after that, would be my guess. And the king cheater of them all, Carlos Correa of the Houston Astros, 1 year, $11.7 million. We all know that he was one of the main ones in the cheating saga. We're just going to leave it at that because we don't have time.
The cheating scandal.
Yeah. Check this. The Mets, Royals, and Red Sox made a three-way deal. The New York Mets got Khalil Lee, I believe he's a minor leaguer, from Kansas City. The Red Sox got 4 players to be named later. And the Royals got former world champ. I think he was a world champion. No, he wasn't on the world champion team. Andrew Benintendi of Boston. So now he's in the Royals, which he's happy about because he's a Midwest boy. So I think that deal is pretty good overall. Here's another big deal, especially for us in the West. The Texas Rangers trade Elvis Andrus to the Oakland Athletics for Chris Crush Davis. I think that's a pretty good straight-up deal. If you ask me. Crush Davis is pretty beast. Another big name out there. Yeah, we play.
Nice move.
We're Angel fans, so I'm very happy to see. Well, they're both in the AL West, so we're still going to play them both. Albert Almora Jr., he was on the world champion Cubs. He went to the Mets. Jonathan Villar, not many people know who Jonathan Villar is. He's a utility infielder. He's hit for the cycle twice in his career. It's insane. He's going to the so he's going to the Mets. A former Met is going to the Cubs. Jake Marisnick also was part of that Houston Astros team. Another big name, Adam Duvall, who was playing for Atlanta, all-star outfielder Adam Duvall, is going to the Marlins. And then I have a couple more deals that I forgot to write down because I'm stupid like that. Texas Rangers also signed former Atlanta Brave Mike Foltynewicz, 1 year, $2 million. He's an all-star. A name we might know, the Pittsburgh Pirates have brought Brian Goodwin, former outfielder for the Angels, super nice guy, with a minor league invite. So minor league with the spring training invite. The Red Sox just signed Marwin Gonzalez. That guy's another guy who could play literally anywhere in the infield or the outfield. 1 year, $3 million. Former Cy Young Award winner Jake Arrieta is going to the Cubs, 1 year, $7 million. And former Texas Ranger, White Sox, I think he's a right fielder, Nomar Mazara, going to the Tigers, 1.7 million, one year. We got some comeback stories as well. Steve Cishek, who was a closer for the Marlins a while ago, has like a 3/4 kind of pitch. I hear you, Gilbert. We're almost there. He's going to the Astros minor league with a spring training invite. Guy who's been on the All-Star team many times, Jordan Zimmerman. He's going to the Brewers with the minor league invite. Speaking of the Brewers, California boy Ryan Braun, UCLA product, says he's not interested in coming back this year. He's not retiring, but he's not coming back.
Oh, wow.
So I want to spend time more with family.
What's he going to do then?
I don't know. I don't know if they're going to pay him. I don't know what they're going to do. So it's going to be interesting. I wouldn't mind having Ryan Braun. We should have got him a long time ago. Notable free agents, gentlemen. Dodgers.
Right?
Why are we laughing? What did I miss? What did I miss? I missed something.
No, the way you said it.
Oh.
No. So it's no.
Oh, we should have had him, but we didn't.
The way you said it. What?
George is losing his mind already.
Not unless the Dodgers takes him away from us.
Oh, God, Braun. Well, we should have got Braun a while ago, but we never did. I'd rather have him than Justin Upton, but we'll see. All right.
Wasn't he doing steroids too, though?
He was part of the problem.
Didn't he do steroids?
I don't know if he ever admitted to it. He might. I think he might have admitted to it.
I don't think he ever admitted to it.
Yeah.
Did he?
So, who knows? Okay. I don't remember.
I mean, I'll still take him, I guess.
Yeah. There's still some pretty big names out there, guys. Justin Turner, Jackie Bradley Jr., who was like third in the MVP voting the last couple of years. Shin-Soo Choo, very underrated outfielder, if you ask me. I wouldn't mind having him.
Oh, yeah.
Jake Odorizzi, I thought he was going to get signed. Angels were going after him. All-star starting pitcher. Rich Hill, former Dodger. And the big maple, James Paxton, left-handed, 6 foot tall, left-handed fireballer. James Paxton is still a free agent, so we'll see what happens with that.
We could use him on the mound.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, we got Alex Cobb. He's a fireballer too, so we'll see. And then we got our new closer too, so we'll see what happens. There is 2 things that are returning from last season that are coming back. There will still be a 7-inning doubleheader, which I agree with. I think that's smart. You know, if you don't need to have doubleheader unless there's like a rain out or something, and then you have a 7-inning doubleheader. So it is what it is. And then the runner on second base in extra innings. I like it. A lot of people don't. I like it. Where, George, I don't know if you know about the runner on second base during extra innings. If you go into the 10th inning, whoever got the last out goes to second base as a runner. And they're a legal runner. And Each team gets a chance to do that, home and away. So it's
wait. So
all right.
so basically, when you're the one person that gets someone out, like
say
on the 10th inning, you run on second base. Is that what you're saying?
Okay, let's say this. So Angels are playing the Yankees, and Aaron Judge gets out in the top of the ninth. It's a tie game. Aaron Judge gets the last out in the top of the ninth. He would be the first runner for the Yankees in the top of the 10th. He would be the runner at second base. And he'd be an official runner. And if he scored, they get the points. And same thing in the bottom of the 10th. The Angels, whoever got their last out in the bottom of the ninth, would be the runner at second base. It's an international rule. I personally like it. They used it in the WBC, and it speeds up the game. So I personally like it. I'm glad they're bringing it back.
I like it.
All right.
Gentlemen. Spring training is this week. Pitchers and catchers report this week, February 17th. About freaking time. I'm super excited. We should take a trip down to AZ, go see some Angel Dodger games. There's like 20 stadiums down there, guys. We should go take a trip down there because you can actually go to sporting events out there.
We should.
I'm down. We should totally make it happen.
We should hit us up, and then we could wear our all sports media team outfits.
Hell yeah, dude!
What's the closest team to
Glendale?
What's the closest team to Phoenix?
Well, Dodgers and the White Sox are in Glendale. Glendale's the Dodgers and the White Sox. Peoria is the Mariners and the Padres.
What about the Angels? Where are they at?
Angels are in Tempe, so we obviously would go to an Angel game.
Tempe.
So we should go for like a weekend.
Let's go.
Go like the Dodgers, go to the Dodgers, White Sox, and then go to an Angel game or something. They have like 20 stadiums out there. It's insane. It's really cool.
I'm down,
all right,
bro.
guys. Let's jump a little bit. Spring training once again. Save the date, February 17th. First games are on like the 23rd or something like that. Save the date. Also, if you're listening right now, tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. Daytona 500. I'm not a big race guy, but Daytona 500 is a must watch, especially this year because it's the 20th anniversary of the death of Dale Earnhardt Sr., which happened at Daytona 500 20 years ago, and it impacted the racing world forever. Also, Bubba Wallace.
Oh yeah,
he's actually on Michael Jordan's new racing team. Bubba Wallace is going to represent for the African American community. Let's just be real. That's what he's doing, and it's going to be huge this year. And just imagine if Bubba Wallace wins the Daytona 500. Can you imagine the publicity?
Man, bro, I already have my hands full for Valentine's, and now I'm gonna have my eyes.
Tell her you're working.
I'm gonna have my eyes busy watching all this stuff going on.
Daytona, then you got NXT.
I'm trying to catch Daytona and Vengeance.
No, yeah, Vengeance.
Tell her you're planning a surprise. You're telling her you're planning a surprise celebration.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I'm gonna plan a surprise to be home and watch TV all day.
Now it sounds like he's
with
married.
A bunch of hearts around the couches,
right there. That's a married answer right there.
That's a great answer. Okay, GA.
But gentlemen, regardless of how this race goes, regardless of who wins, there's still some big names in there. The fact that I believe more than likely the 20-year anniversary they're going to be honoring Dale Earnhardt Sr. And then the whole Bubba Wallace thing. And there's going to be fans, which I think is kind of cool. It's just
nice.
Smaller capacity. Again, it's Daytona. It's in Florida. But it's smaller capacity. But the fact that you're going to have fans at one of the most important races of all time is huge for the year of 2020/2021. I think it's awesome. So it's going to be epic. It's going to be cool. And the road leading up to it has been really cool as well. George, I know you're exhausted. If you would like to go to sleep, you're more than welcome to, because we and Gilbert are going to talk some wrestling right now. Otherwise, you're welcome to stick around, because we're going to get kind of crazy right now. All right. Gilbert.
Is this another Ricky's Rants?
No, wait.
Here we go.
No.
Rowdy Ricky.
Gilbert. Road to WrestleMania, baby. It starts.
Oh, man.
I've
been waiting for this.
Road to WrestleMania. It's going to be epic. They call it the Road to WrestleMania, George, because it's Royal Rumble. Then, of course, the two winners of the Rumble get to choose who they fight at WrestleMania, which has still not happened, by the way. And there's a pay-per-view right in the middle for WWE. It's called Elimination Chamber. It's like my second favorite pay-per-view ever. It's like this giant chamber of like steel and plexiglass, and they hold the guys in the little chambers until their time comes out, and they come in the ring. It's like a mixture of a cage match and the Royal Rumble all at one, and it's 6 people, which I'll give you the match.
It's crazy. It's just crazy overall,
definitely
bro.
got to watch it if you get the chance. All right, so check this. Road to WrestleMania. Your first question, Gilbert, I know you more than likely want to ask me, did Bianca Belair or Edge choose their opponent? The answer to that is no, they have not.
No.
Edge said that he wants to wait until after Chamber. And that's, of course, when the Miz comes out and looks at him and goes, well, you're going to be facing me because I'm going to cash in my money in the bank on whoever wins the Chamber, which more than likely Miz will get beat after that. So the push, I honestly don't know where Edge is going to go because he's got beef with Roman, but he's also feuding with Drew, and I would love to see him face Finn Balor. But I think it's going to go to Roman. I really think he's going to go after Roman, but I don't know. I really don't know. Chambers in a couple weeks. The Elimination Chambers in a couple weeks. 2 matches were decided on Monday Night Raw this week. Lacey Evans, if she had defeated Charlotte Flair, she would get a Raw Women's Championship shot at Chamber. And she was getting her butt kicked. Charlotte was about to win. Ric Flair got involved, of course. And because of that, Lacey Evans ends up winning. Lacey Evans will be now taking on Asuka for the Raw Women's Championship at Chamber. For the United States, we lost Gilbert. There he is. For the United States Championship, former MMA superstar Matt Riddle got jumped by the Hurt Business. And that's when Keith Lee came out to try to clear some things up. Shout out to Keith Lee, engaged to Mia Yim. Way to go, dude. Just putting it out there. Keith Lee came out, and now it's going to be a triple threat match, which I think will be a great match. Matt Riddle versus Keith Lee versus Bobby Lashley for the United States Championship. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, man. Here is, they announced the Raw Chamber match too, but I'll get into that right now because I have so far the Elimination Chamber card. I've given you 2 of the matches, the women's title, Lacey against Asuka, the U.S. title, Lee versus Riddle versus Lashley. I've not watched SmackDown yet. Thank God I DVR'd it. I can go back and watch it, and I'll find out what's going on with that. But for the men's on Raw, for the WWE Championship, all former champions in this match. A phenomenal AJ Styles versus the Celtic Warrior Sheamus versus Mr. Money in the Bank, The Miz, which I don't know why he's in the match, versus the charismatic Enigma Jeff Hardy versus the Viper Randy Orton versus the Scottish Superman himself. The Scottish Superman, no, that's not what it is. Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre. That's going to be a good match. Gilbert, you froze again. I think that's going to be a great match.
I'm going to make my pick now, bro. I'm going to take AJ Styles on this one, bro. I'm going to take AJ Styles.
You're picking AJ?
I don't know. I feel like they're going to give up another push.
Your audio's out of whack right now.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I was hearing myself. Can you repeat what you said about AJ?
Yeah, I feel like they're going to give him another push. I just have a feeling. I think AJ's going to get a push.
I don't know. I think Drew's going to come out because they want him to be dominant. And then The Miz will be so beat up he can't cash in. So he'll probably wait till May. Yeah. I think
I don't get the whole deal of him being in the chamber though. If he already has the money in the bank.
I agree. You could have put somebody else in there, like Matt Riddle or something.
They should have given Riddle the chance, mate. Not even Riddle because he's after the United States champion. But
yeah, but you could have put somebody else there. No, I totally agree.
Exactly.
But I think Drew McIntyre is walking out. I really do. They want him to look dominant because if Edge does choose him, they want to build that match. And that would be a babyface versus babyface. That's another reason why I think Edge is going to choose Again, I have not watched SmackDown yet. I got to go back and watch it. But more than likely, they're going to add some matches as well for Elimination Chamber. But there is another pay-per-view. Look right behind me. There's another pay-per-view happening tomorrow night. And it's going to be NXT Takeover Vengeance Day instead of Valentine's Day. Vengeance Day, because Valentine's Day is tomorrow. Here's our card for that. The Men's Dusty Cup Tag Team Classic Finals. Grizzled Young Veterans, they were in the finals last year and lost. They will take on MSK, which is actually the Rascals, who were in TNA Impact a couple months ago, and now they came.
I heard those guys are
They're sick, dude. They
I
are
heard those guys
badass.
are a handful, bro.
They are bad ass, dude. They do moves I've never even seen. So more than likely they're gonna win. The winner of that match gets an NXT Tag Team title shot. So that'll be cool. The North American Championship match. This is gonna be a brawl. Kushida against Johnny Gargano. That's gonna be good. Then the Women's Dusty Classic. I think I picked these guys to be in the finals. At least one of them. I picked Raquel and Dakota Kai to win the whole thing. They're in the finals. They're going to take on Ember Moon and an independent superstar out this way. Now in NXT, Shotzi Blackheart. I love Shotzi and Ember, but I see Raquel and Dakota walking out, and I see Raquel and Dakota winning the women's tag team titles from Nia and Shayna eventually. Also, women's title match. This match I'm really looking forward to because these are three of my favorites. Mercedes Martinez against Toni Storm against Io Shirai. You got a high flyer versus a brawler versus a technical wrestler. It's going to be cool. And your main event, I've been waiting for this one.
Right?
What's up? That's the women's
match. Triple threat match, right?
Yes. So no DQ. Okay. The main event, let me get my ugly head out of the way. Right here. Pete Dunne versus Finn Balor for the NXT Championship.
That's going to be a good one.
That's going to be an awesome match. These guys always deliver.
Ricky, quick question.
Yo.
Quick question. I know it's a little bit off topic, but
you're fired.
Do you think that WWE is in a good position with these young stars in the making right here?
What do you mean? Like how so?
Well, like going forward, like in the next few years.
If they don't destroy their stories, like my fear is like a lot of people were like, well, why didn't they sign Switchblade Jay White from New Japan? Because they're afraid they're going to destroy him, you know? Like, and AEW, their kids do a lot. The young guys are doing a lot.
Yeah, they do.
NXT is a developmental, which I don't believe that anymore because they stand up to Raw, they stand up to SmackDown, and their show is always better. Always better. So that's why I said this match with Pete Dunne and Finn Balor is going to be absolutely epic.
That's what I'm saying. Their shows are better on NXT, and
no, I agree. And I think I know what you're saying. Like, are you saying like they shouldn't call up certain people and just leave them in NXT and keep that show kicking as much ass as it is? Then I would say yes, they should. Like Rhea Ripley, she's probably gonna. For all we know, she was on SmackDown. I haven't watched SmackDown yet. I'm gonna say it again. She could have gone to SmackDown. I think she should have got called up a while ago. So,
bro. And also Damian Price, bro.
Oh, Damian Priest is a beast. Punishment Martinez in ROH.
Mm-hmm. Beast, bro. So that's what I'm trying to say, you know.
No, I was excited when they signed him from ROH, from Ring of Honor Wrestling. He's a Puerto Rican as well. I love him. And this whole Bad Bunny thing. What the hell? You know the Latino rapper Bad Bunny, George? Have you ever heard of him? We lost George. George is fading. Bad Bunny is trying to get I get not a contract, but he's probably gonna get a Mania.
Oh gosh, my thing was on.
You're good. Well, Bad Bunny, the Latino rapper, he's actually been on a couple episodes of Raw now and SmackDown.
Okay.
But I guess they're trying to push for him to be the celebrity at WrestleMania in an actual match. Oh my God. So more than likely it's gonna be him and Damian Priest taking on the Miz and Morrison. But Miz and Morrison said something. Oh God, what did they put on their Twitter? Something along the lines of, "Oh, you want to get into the celebrity game? I know celebrities." Hashtag Bow Wow. So.
Oh yeah, I saw.
If they do Bow Wow against Bad Bunny, I'm like, oh my God, no, please no.
Please no.
Please no. So we'll see what's up. Either way, NXT Vengeance Day. If you have WWE Network, make sure you watch it. I guarantee you will enjoy every single match. And don't forget Elimination Chamber in a couple weeks. Don't forget Daytona 500, where like Gilbert said, he's gonna be in the doghouse because he's gonna be watching so much sports that day. Lots of baseball still to come, guys. Lots of baseball deals still to come. WNBA deals still to come. Pray to God we don't have to do any RIPs next week. I'm so over these RIPs. We'll know who won the welterweight fight between Barnes and Usman. They fight tonight. We'll see what happens with that as well. It's been a crazy week in sports, bro. I mean, in general, and there's still craziness to come. Like I said, Chambers coming. We'll know the winner of the Daytona 500. We'll have the results from NXT Takeover. We still have those huge free agents out: Justin Turner, Jackie Bradley Jr. You know, James Paxton, I'm just ready to see it. I'm ready to see what the world of sports has waiting for us
Yes.
when we come back here next week at 5:00 right here on YouTube at All Sports Media Team. I'm pretty much out. If you got anything else, throw it out there. George, do you have anything, any sport, anything that you want to throw out before we get off?
Well, I just want to say, hopefully, COVID cases are not affecting the athletes that we have on this earth. Hopefully, like they could just stay healthy and follow protocols. And
Please.
yeah,
Please.
that's all I got.
Please, for the love of God, follow the protocols. Gilbert, you still there?
Because
Yeah, I'm still
COVID
here.
sucks right now.
All right. Yeah, no, I agree, and it's killing the sport. Gilbert, do you have anything else, any sport, anything you're excited to see, not excited, or excited to see, want to see differently with this week coming up with Daytona and Vengeance and all kinds of craziness?
Bro, I'm just excited to see what's in store for next week for our show, because this week, not only the events going on Sunday, but just throughout the week with MLB signings and everything that's gonna go on, it's gonna have a packed show next week, and just excited for it.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool, guys. You never know what you're gonna get in the world of sports, and that's why I love doing these shows, because you could say one thing like I did with Brady, and then you have your partner railing you in the middle of the show. So, you know,
even though he picked the other team.
Yeah, I know. Even though he picked the other team, yeah, exactly. It's gonna be good.
I mean, you just can't bet against that man. He does it all.
Yep.
You gotta respect
now I
that,
know.
Ricky.
And the fact that him and Gronk are going anywhere, watch out. When they still got Evans and they got that young squad, JPP still there, watch out.
Maybe they'll sign Odell Beckham next year. Maybe.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? Evans and Gronk and Brady? What?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I don't think you get it. You don't want to send OBJ to anywhere in Florida. That guy's a party.
I feel like Tom Brady's like the LeBron.
And then not only that, he wants to get like all his catches too.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I heard the LeBron thing and I heard what you said. So I agree with you guys 1,000,000%.
Okay.
So in a nutshell, make sure you tune in next week, 5:00, All Sports Media Team on YouTube, and we'll see what madness awaits. On behalf of myself, Double R, Ricky Rodriguez, we got George, we got GA plus Asensio down at the bottom. Want you to stay safe out there, wear a mask, and remember, whether you're trying to score in life or climb the ladder of success, always reach for the title. Peace out, guys.
Peace out.